Welcome back, everybody. This week, Ash and I are heading to one of our favorite places and one of Bella's favorite places. We are heading to Arizona for the next 5 days.
So currently we are in Mexican Hat, Utah. We stayed on Mexican Hat Road last night and woke up to these beautiful views. Today, we are going to be hitting the road and we're going to be heading towards Flagstaff, Arizona, where we plan on spending some time in Cinder's OHV area, as well as going to Overland Expo this weekend. So we're super excited for that.
Yeah, we're excited to finally see what the hype's all about.
Yeah, we expect it to be crazy.
Yeah, definitely. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday thing, and Saturday I think is the most busiest day. So, but we're looking forward to it. We're gonna check it out, see what's it about. So.
Yeah, and Bella loves Arizona.
Yeah.
She loves baking in the hot sun.
Yeah, right now she's literally baking in the sun.
And people say like you gotta take her out of the sun, she's too hot, but you can't.
She loves it.
She loves laying in the dirt in the sun.
So last night we drove about 4 hours to this location. We drove from Western Colorado through Moab. We came to this location, which Ash said is Mexican Hat. And this is an amazing campsite.
So this road is about a 3-mile long road, is that right?
Yep, it's called Mexican Hat Road.
Yeah, and it's very, very easy. Like you could bring a van, you could probably even bring a car down here if you really wanted to certain sites.
When it's dry.
Yeah, and they call it Mexican Hat Road mostly because of exactly the name. There is a rock that looks like a sombrero.
Yep, like an upside down one, like way up high. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an amazing campsite. You got the river right over here. It's nice and sandy, and you got the red rock right above the river. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna be packing up and heading out of here very shortly, making our way down to Flagstaff.
It's like a little sombrero. We came in when it was dark out last night, so it was hard to find all of the different spots that were available. But we just found this one on our way out, and it's right next to the river, and the campsite has like a canopy of trees over it. It's insane. And look at the river. It's insane right now.
Belly. Wow!
We hear those fire
Oh my God, that was, wait, here's another. Is it?
We hear those all the time where we live, but they're much, much farther up in the sky. That, I almost pooped my pants.
I thought the rock ledge was falling down. Wow, that was scary. I thought we were about to die from this rock ledge caving down on us. That was crazy.
I realized it was a plane, but I couldn't see where it was coming from.
I thought it was just some, explosion.
That was insane. So hopefully they only do that during the day, because if you're sleeping and you hear that, that's not going to be a good time.
That was insane. We made our way through the amazing Monument Valley and soon crossed over to Arizona. After a 3-hour drive, we began closing in on the San Francisco peaks just north of Flagstaff, and soon after that, Cinder's OHV area. Cinder's OHV is a very unique location. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, volcanic eruptions were very common for this area. In the Flagstaff area, there are over 500 plus cinder cones left over from lava piling up and cooling down. The most prevalent being Sunset Crater of Sunset Crater National Monument, located right next door to Cinder's OHV. These eruptions left the cinders, or tiny black rocks, we are able to see today. So we made it to Cinder's OHV area, and this place is really cool. It's basically a free-for-all. You can basically drive wherever you want from the looks of it. This place has all this old volcanic rock that's literally everywhere. It's really cool. So we're gonna try to find a campsite here, but first, we're gonna try to find our way up this crater.
Made it by the sketchy part, but Ron always promises me, oh, this is gonna be an easy trail, it's gonna be easy, we'll get to camp, we'll make dinner, and then he always manages to find the hardest route. Always. I'm
not
stressed.
that bad anymore.
No, it's not so bad, but it's gonna be cold if we camp up here, because it's at like probably 8,000 feet, I'd say.
Well, let's go try to get to this overlook. Just gotta hopefully make it up here, and that should be the end of this trail and be a nice overlooking Flagstaff.
Ron! Are you running? Doesn't matter where you are, 9,000 feet is cold. So the beginning of Cinder's OHV is very easy, and the farther you go, I feel like the harder it gets, the more inclines you get towards, the more I don't even know what you'd call those roads. They go like that. So to get to this spot, we had to go pretty far into the trail and then also go up a very steep incline that had a little bit of off-camber sections as well. But I mean, it was worth it.
So like I said, we went up a giant hill climb to get to this location, and it's absolutely worth it. This is crazy. I wish that we could camp here, but if you see in the distance, there's a storm and it's raining over the mountains right there. And if that storm makes its way over to us, I mean, this is the last place you want to be in a storm. In hindsight, we probably shouldn't have done that hill climb alone. Maybe next time we'll try to have some other people with us, but like I said, it was worth it. Now we just gotta try to make our way back down.
Why did you say we were gonna try to make our way back down? We are definitely going to make our way back down.
So we finally arrived at camp. We were driving around for quite a while, probably at least half an hour, 45 minutes, just looking for the best camp spot. There's so many trails in between all these trees here.
Yeah, and this one's perfect because we have a little bit of an overview of Flagstaff, as well as the mountains behind us and plenty of the is it like gravel,
rock,
yeah,
gravel stuff. And we got this crazy tree right behind us, so it's gonna make for a nice backdrop for the tent. So now it's time to set up camp and probably start cooking dinner, I think.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's get to that. But if we get up early enough and get up.
So today I am making something very similar to what I made in the last video. This time I'm using black beans. So it's a black bean, cheese, onion, and cilantro quesadilla on a corn tortilla. It was so good with chicken last time, but I wanted to try a different protein option. And then this time I have sour cream mixed with cilantro, jalapeno, lime, and garlic. And I think that's gonna be better than the entire taco itself. So I'm super excited because I'm so hungry. And I love cilantro and garlic. Enjoy.
Wait. What?
Nobody speak.
What? Speak. There you go. So this morning we got the Jeep all packed up, we got everything for camp packed up, we got Bella packed up, and we're ready to hit the road.
We had a pretty great night. We had a great dinner, and then we kind of just hung out and enjoyed the view for the rest of the night. Went to bed pretty early, which was nice, and then we were woken up at 5 a.m. by some people on motorbikes.
Yeah,
So
they're still going at it.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what this place is for, so
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're right on the edge of what they call, I believe, is Cinder's Lake, which it's not actually a lake, it's just a giant open area with all this cinder, I guess, is what they call it.
if you were to see it on a drone or like an aerial shot, it would look like a lake.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a much better day than it was yesterday. You know, there's a few clouds forming right over here, but overall, nice blue sky. So we're gonna hit the road and make our way over to Overland Expo.
And we're gonna go get coffee first
Yep.
at one of our favorite places to get coffee, which is Dutch Bros.
Yep. It's definitely a treat for us because we don't have that in Western Colorado. So.
Or Dunkin'.
Or
Now,
Dunkin',
all we
yeah.
have near us is Starbucks
Yeah.
now, so. Which isn't bad. I like Starbucks, but
Doesn't do it.
no, it doesn't.
Our time at Cinder's was not a long one, but like always, we agreed we would come back to continue exploring. It's not far outside of town, and the perfect place for a quick and fun weekend getaway. There's a lot of history in the immediate area, and we were surprised to find out that Cinder's Lake was used as a training ground for astronauts, part of the Apollo missions back in 1967. That's something I'll definitely be doing some more research on. We finished airing up and made our way into town, grabbed some coffees and a pup cup for Bella, then it was time for Overland Expo. We were surprised to find out that Overland Expo is extremely dog friendly. Since we bought tickets last minute, we had to park a few miles away and take the free shuttle to the event. Bella felt right at home in this giant, basically tour bus. Now this was our first time to Overland Expo. We didn't know what to expect or even if this is something we were gonna enjoy. We actually almost canceled at the last minute. But we quickly found out that this is an absolutely incredible and well planned out event. Whether you're into Jeeps, camper vans, Overland motorcycles, or even $1 million rigs, this place will have something to pique your interest. We only spent 4 or 5 hours here, but decided we could easily spend the entire 3 days exploring what the entire event has to offer. There are 4 Overland Expos a year all around the country, and we're excited to hopefully hit some more of them this year. For now, we're back on the road, heading south for our next destination. So we had a slight change of plans. We came all the way down to Black Canyon City, which is where we're supposed to come. We were gonna grab some gas, then jump on a trail right out of Black Canyon City. And we dropped, since we left Flagstaff, we dropped,
4,000 feet?
Yeah, like 4,000 or 5,000 feet, I think. And it is incredibly warm out. I mean, it's Arizona, so it's about 95 degrees or so out. So it's a little warm. We were supposed to jump on a trail right outside of Black Canyon City, and we were supposed to camp around these giant cactuses that you see, which are so cool. I don't think we've ever seen them this big. That campsite we were supposed to stay at is only about 1,500 feet in elevation. And then tomorrow we were supposed to do a little bit tougher of a trail, a little bit more rock crawling, and it was gonna be hot. It's gonna be 95 degrees tomorrow as well.
It was gonna be too hot for the Jeep and for Bella, and we decided to just find a route to go up towards the mountains a little bit and cool off.
Yeah, so right now we are making our way into the Bradshaw Mountains, and we're gonna be staying at tonight's campsite, which was supposed to be tomorrow's campsite, so that kind of changed up our plans, but we'll be at around 5,000 feet, which will be a lot better than 1,500. I think tonight it will be about 60 degrees at camp, where if we camp down here, it was gonna be like 80. It's gonna be much better.
Yeah. And this road, although it says it's green and it's easy, it's giving off Schnebly Hill vibes. And if you don't know what Schnebly Hill is, go check out our Sedona video.
The Sedona side,
Yeah, go check out our Sedona video, because it is it's rough bumpy, road and it's bumpy, and I hope it gets better. That's
Jeeping for you though. This road is supposedly an easy one, which it has been easy. It's just really washed out and rutted right now. So
every year it seems like a lot of these trails, every single year they change.
Yeah, no,
based off of the amount of rainwater and the amount of snow, all that stuff. It just gets a little bit more eroded every year. So.
Yeah, and if they don't get maintained, which it's looking like this part of the trail isn't maintained, then you just gotta be sure to pick the right line. All right, so we got about 2 hours till we hit our campsite, hopefully, if all goes well. So we're gonna jump in the Jeep and continue on our way. This beautiful riverside campsite off a side trail, but decided to continue up Crown King Road and find a campsite further up the mountain. We passed through Cleator, Arizona about 15 miles into Crown King Road. This is an old mining town from the early 1900s, now with a population of only 5. After 20 miles of dirt road up the mountainside and over 4,000 feet in elevation gain in the dark, we arrived at the old mining town of Crown King, Arizona. So we finally arrived at camp after a long day. This whole second half of the day, it seems like nothing has gone as planned. But we finally arrived at a camp, not a camp that we had even planned on going on this trip at, but it's been a weird couple hours.
Yeah, so we planned to stay about 12 miles outside of Crown King. But the first site that we checked out was...
It was right out of Cleator, which is the first mining town we're supposed to visit tomorrow.
But it was a little too in the middle of nowhere on a river, and it was buggy, and...
it was just a little too buggy, and it's just... I guess the vibe was off, you could
I get weirded out by certain sites that are just too secluded. I know seclusion is good when you're camping, but when you have absolutely no way to get help.
It might have been weird because we got there as it was getting dark, and you can't really check out the spot as it's dark or already dark.
Yeah, so then the second site, we drove another 3 miles, and the second site that we were going to stay at, there was already people there, so we kept going. The next closest thing was through Crown King.
Yeah, so we drove another 10 miles. We drove the entire, I think this trail is 26 miles long to get to Crown King. And now we're
right
here.
outside of town, and I do feel better about this site. The only thing that scares me now is about 2 miles back, we saw a black bear in the middle of the road.
Yeah, so we were supposed to make dinner tonight. We were supposed to make some nice hot dogs, some Coney Island hot dogs, but instead we have some sandwiches and whatnot. We're just gonna eat them in the tent. And with that being said, this is going to be the end of this video. But our adventure here in Arizona is only half over. We still have another 3 days, really.
So if you want to see that, tune in next week.
Yeah, it should be a really fun time. We're gonna be exploring Crown King in the area, and we're gonna be making our way back out of this trail, showing you everything that we didn't get to show you all so far, but it should be a good time. We appreciate y'all for watching, and as always, we'll see y'all on the trail, and we'll see you next time.
I need iced coffee.
Okay.
It's like a little sombrero.